How's it going, guys? I'm going to continue leveling the Poison Blade Trap Assassin today. Got a little under 2 hours before the Gauntlet details get revealed, so I'll be going over that at the end of the video. Hopefully we can get this thing to maps. The things I've done since the last video is I've put on Slave Driver's Hand. I haven't progressed on this character. I played on my Fire Trap Elementalist, grinded a bunch of maps, and I purchased Slave Driver's Hand, and I found a Sin's Rebirth. So, Sin's Rebirth is going to give me Unholy Might, which is 30% Fizz's extra Chaos. Given I have Fizz-based weapons, that's a bunch of extra damage. I was getting that from Shadows and Dust on crits. So taking off Shadows and Dust for Slave Driver's Hand, I can use Sin's Rebirth, and Slave Driver's Hand makes my traps cost life instead of mana, so I don't have to worry about the mana issues I was having, and I can actually throw down a bunch of traps, which is nice. And they also get extra AoE. I lose some trap throw speed as well, but we'll be fine. And I still need to use Reave to get crits for elusive and whatnot. And then I need to try, and if my elusive effect starts getting really low, I can use Withering Step to reset my elusive and then re-get it with the Nightblade from the Reave. Don't like how it works, and I might switch from Reave, given that I can now focus a little bit more on the traps. Maybe something like a Blade Flurry, because that'll be better damage on a 4-link than a Reave, especially if I can clear with the traps now, which it seems to be something that I can do. But I want to work in the Nightblade because it gives me so much extra poison dot multi through Nightblade, which is cool. So there's something else that I did while I was farming maps on the other character. I was farming Harvest and Expedition mainly, but I was looking for Harvest so that I could try and see if I could craft this claw. I purchased the 30% quality claw that is Void Fangs, which is a base that comes out of Heist, and it has Elder Influence on it. So this base was found from Heist. It has its item level 86. A Conqueror Exalt was put on it to make it Influence. Then the Influence was changed via Harvest into Elder so that this claw could exist. I paid 6 Exalts for this, so I didn't have to make it myself. And it's going to need Blessed Up, but this is going to be the base that we're going to base this claw around. We're going to have to craft it though, and it being Elder is important because the big thing I want on this, I want flat chaos damage, and I want extra gem sockets. I can get chance to poison off of this. There's probably other things, but I want the flat chaos damage, and I want as much else as useful as possible out of this. And then I need to farm up 80 to 90 exalts so that I can purchase a Squire for this. I think that's what we're going to do on this build, and it's going to demolish the entire game with these poison blade traps. I'm pretty confident in that. So that's the long-term goal. Let's continue pressing, get this thing to maps. Finishing out Act 8 here, and I've made some improvements. So I took out the Herald of Agony, replaced that with Malevolence as on my tree. I got Influence and the Mana Reservation Efficiency working down here towards Charisma so that I can ideally replace Skitterbots with Grace. I can get Revenge of the Hunted here as well, extra life. Master Sappers, better chance at Frenzy Charges. That's kind of my plan right now. The other thing I did was I took my Nightblade support out of Reave and I put it on Whirling Blades. So what that is doing is it allows me drop traps, and if I crit with the Whirling Blades as I go through enemies, that is going to affect the damage of all the traps. So then I can Withering Step, go through enemies, crit again, and then like you can use Withering Step to reset crits, and I can get the crits really fast by using the Whirling Blades. The Whirling Blades can also apply the Assassin's Mark onto their enemies, like I just did there. So by effectively using Whirling Blades, getting more out of the traps faster and simpler than I would have been with Reave. So that's looking like it's on the way out. It's looking like Whirling Blades is going to give me most everything I needed, but I still have another idea. We might still be able to get elusive from the traps, because I did also put on Death Rush. This gives you Onslaught for 4 seconds on kill. This is giving me Onslaught when the traps kill, so that's nice. Also a bunch of extra accuracy. Also good stuff. Chaos Res now above 0. What else here? I just got this level up there. Yeah, let's do boss. Right when this pops up, I go through. I did not get the crit there. Got the crit on this one. Then I can try and keep my number up on the elusive as much as possible. The Withering Step does still have a place. It just can't be the like primary focus, I think, on Wither. First time I've died in a while. Still wonky. I wish I could apply it just like using the traps, of course. And I could throw like an increased crit gem in there to have a better chance of getting the crit. But things are going pretty nicely. Oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking about, passive tree. Let's see here. So Mistwalker gives increased elusive effect. It says gain elusive on critical strike. So if Mistwalker allows the blade traps to gain me elusive, and that instance of elusive will affect the Nightblade with it, then we won't have to worry about that. So we're going to test that first. Taking no extra damage from crits while elusive is also really nice, but if this doesn't work, we probably won't go this route. And then we can use a claw node that says enemies poisoned by you cannot deal critical strikes, so we can still get the removal of critical strikes in some way. But if this can give me Nightblade worthy elusive from the blade traps, that's the big thing we're looking for next. Pushing to the end of Act 9 here, I've noticed something. Well, I've made a few changes as well. I'm now running Grace, no longer running Skitterbots. I'm also running Vitality, and I have my Whirling Blades linked to Nightblade, Hex Touch, Despair. So that's like I'm now applying Despair with the Whirling Blades on specific enemies, and it's also an attack, so ideally it triggers the Assassin's Mark. However, both Chavron and Malagaro I could not curse with Assassin's Mark. It would not work. As many times as I tried to Whirling Blades in, just didn't work. So what we're gonna try it on Dodre here. See if it works, but I don't know. Something is up with it. Like I said yesterday, that it's just not reliable, which doesn't make sense given this says trigger support skill when you hit a rare unique enemy with an attack. Blade Trap's an attack. Whirling Blades is an attack. Okay, it doesn't do it with Blade Trap. We already knew that, right? So, okay, and it just works first time after I complain about it. But straight up, it doesn't always work. I did the entire Chavarone fight and the entire Malagara fight without Assassin's Mark because it just was not applying when I would Whirling Blades. And I have to Whirling Blades because I'm trying to get the elusive to stay up as high as possible to give me extra dot multi from the traps. So I don't know. It's strange. Let's see how it goes here. Look, it's cursed with despair, so I hit it with Whirling Blades, but it is not cursed with Assassin's Mark. Why? What did I do? What did I do wrong? What happened here? And now it's cursed. What was different about the second time I hit it with the Whirling Blades? That's what I'm saying. It's not reliable for, like, no reason I can pinpoint. I don't get it. Ideally, I'd have a despair on hit ring. I just got one with life. Came with mana and mana regen. Well, but I want something I put strength on so that I can level up the Enduring Cry enough to where it might matter. Level up vitality as well. Have that squeezed in there with the brace. There we go. Boss down. Now we level a little bit in Act 10, and we gotta do lab, and then we go to maps. Real though, what is up with this? How many times do I gotta hit him before my Assassin's Mark gets applied? Like, I'm better off just self-casting it myself, because the Mark support gym just does not work. I don't get it. Makes no sense at all. But I finally got it, like, recorded that, like, it actually, there's actually something up here. Not once during the fight did the Assassin's Mark get applied. There's not a chance to apply on here, it just says trigger. And we've seen it work, and we've now seen it not work. I'm like, what is the deal here? And not to mention Blade Trap is an attack, and I hit an enemy with an attack that is Blade Trap, and it doesn't apply. Okay, so now I have to know, like, is it a Whirling Blades thing? So here, like, if I hit it with Reave, it works. So sometimes Whirling Blades works, sometimes Whirling Blades does not. I hit it once with Reave, and then there we go. There's the Assassin's Mark. Just more instances where Blade Trap and now Whirling Blades, even while being categorized as an attack, do not provide the things says attacks do. But sometimes Whirling Blades applies it. Because it did against the Act 9 boss and Dodre. So why are some bosses treated differently with regard to whether or not Whirling Blades counts as an attack worthy of applying the mark on hit? Huh? Lab's done, so now it's time to test. I'm gonna take Mistwalker here. And it says gain elusive on critical strike. So now we need to see, can we get elusive with blade traps? Does not appear to be so. Okay, that's fine. Take Nightblade out of this. So now I gain elusive on critical strikes without Nightblade. Does that increase my poison damage? Does not look like it. Okay, so what if I put Nightblade back in here? Then we crit. That elusive raised it. Okay. So we know now that Mistwalker is not what we want. We can get everything that it gives from other spaces on the tree. And we're just going to get rid of this. Now what? Take Opportunistic, right? Or Ambush and Assassinate. This will give Culling Strike more damage with hits and ailments, enemies that are on low life. That's good too. More damage against bosses. Reduce damage taken while you're swarmed. We can get power charges just by throwing traps. So maybe we take Ambush, Assassinate, and Opportunistic. Take Ambush and Assassinate first. That's more crit multi as well. Okay. Makes sense. Go kill Kitava now, I guess. Like, I keep finding myself testing on, like, every single rare enemy I find now. Like, these Heralds of Kitava, I have to use a Reave. The Whirling Blades will not proc the Assassin's Mark. I've tried it on, like, 4 of these guys. Specifically. And, yeah, it's just... Let's try this one. Hit it. Yeah, it's got Despair. No Assassin's Mark. One hit with a Reave. There we go. And what's crazy is, like, I've applied Assassin's Mark with Whirling Blades in this video. Like, less than, like, an hour ago I was doing that. Like, I didn't even have Reave, like, on my bar. I don't understand. I will get to see, like, whether it works or not on Kitava. Okay, hit him, please. Oh, okay. Okay. It shows up lower, not on his head. But yeah, no Assassin's Mark here either. It's so just not working. Now I got the Assassin's Mark. I just had to hit the Reave. My other 2 attacks don't do the attack thing, so... Yeah, I got walloped there. Oh, I didn't even think about trying to test the heart. Maybe it works on the heart. Okay. Do I have to reapply Assassin's Mark on each phase? No. Here so. Okay, so let's investigate the heart then. All right, Whirling Blades applies Despair. And then I can apply the Assassin's Mark with another attack. Yikes. Alright, there's Katava. Oh, not quite. I gotta do the heart thing still. Yeah, it sucks that I'm worrying about, like, how the curses are applying when I should be focusing on keeping my elusive at its peak. Like, I don't mind the not getting elusive from the traps. That's okay. I don't feel like that should give me elusive. So I found workarounds to that. But I think the trap and the Whirling Blades should be able to apply the mark on hit. The fact that it's not doing that baffles me. Whatever it is that's causing that. So there's my passives. Then we hit the end game. I'm not going to do a map. It's now time to get up here so I could. I don't even have to get up. Let's look at the Gauntlet information. Alright, let's move myself. Let's make this a tiny bit bigger. Steering World's Gauntlet. Alright, brand new boss fights. Yeah. Sonic has given $5,000 prize pool as base. Also, more new sponsors in Red Bull as well as Hyundai. Same things as normal though. You can donate your prize pool. Shopify will match up to 25,000. Different streamers will do events for bounties, prizes, armor packs for reaching level 90, cloaks level 80. Not many of these being raffled off, and then a bunch of mystery boxes at level 50. Reaching level 90, there's a $2,000 cash prize drawing. So that'll be cool. I'm sure I can get that much done in the Gauntlet, but beyond that. And then, still not the Gauntlet that we're going to break it down by ascendancy. It's still split by a class. So, top 2 of each class win money. Rising eligibility. Yep. There's going to be a cast for 4 hours each day. Presented by Red Bull on Zizaran's stream. So the mods that we have. Unique monsters have increased life. That's fine. Monsters have increased AoE. Attack, cast, movement speed. Monsters deal increased damage. Monster fires 2 additional projectiles. Monsters and maps do not have extra life. It's only the unique mobs. So, if you can handle monsters doing increased damage, that's fine. No Physis Elemental, only 2 additional projectiles, not 4 like last time, but we're also getting the monster damage we didn't have last time. So, yeah, there's that. Seems like it should be okay. It's going to be hard. Monsters deal damage and unique double life. Points, we've got Exarch is 4 points, Eater of Worlds is 3 points. Maven is 4 points. Why is that not the same? The Elder Slayers or the Twisted one of them will give, like, they don't both. As long as you complete one of them, that's 4 points. The Formed is 4 points. Hidden's 8 points. Feared 10 points. Actually, points reward there. Elder, Shaper at Ziri. Uber Elder, Uber at Ziri. Awakener. 83 Mastermind. No bonus for doing Black Star or Infinite Hunger. There will probably be bounties tied to those, if I would imagine. Somebody. No Delve points at all. And no points for getting over level 95. Getting over level 95 is a lot easier now with the Atlas, the way it is. But okay. No submission, you have to record VODs. But luckily, I've got a second computer set up now that I'm getting into using as an upload PC. Okay, bounties. Use Sonic bounties. First person to provide proof of witnessing each of the conquerors. $250 there. And then Hyundai bounties. Player with highest movement speed number in character sheet with proof will win $500. Okay. Player with fastest Uber Lab with proof. Must have a timer on screen. Timer starts when character starts moving. Timer stops when Azar dies. Must show consuming the offering. Can be any version of it. Okay. Interesting. And then we'll get more bounties as we go on. And this is April 1st through the 11th. It's currently March 21st. So next Friday, when this will be happening. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, plus 7, 11 days till Gauntlet. So I also need to do some practicing. I'm probably going to do leveling practice for the Gauntlet. I don't know if I'll be uploading that. Maybe if I get a good run. But I want to do leveling practice on this for sure. Because I would like to get some money. I just got my second YouTube paycheck ever. Getting $113 from YouTube. Accumulated over the past 5 months, 6 months that I've been working at this one. And luckily I've got a member now, so that has helped speed that up. And if you'd like to help support me doing stuff like this, you can become a member, and every single bit helps me out so much. But that's going to be the end of today's video. Tomorrow we are crafting gear. We're gonna try and brute force this claw. And we get 2 passives I need to throw in. We're gonna try and brute force this claw to completion. We need to like re-gear things, because not res capped again. So we need to get this ring replaced with one that fits, get belt, boots, helmet replaced. Everything else will probably stay pretty much the same until we can go really big dick with this, which is the plan. And we probably replace the chest too. But so if you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting the like button, as it really helps the channel out a lot. Subscribe to make sure you don't miss more videos from me. Link to my Discord is also below. Also a link you can click to become a member. And yep, that's all for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers.